Donahue. I'm your host Kimber on the show where nothing is impossible because I'm possible and so are you. Joining us today we have my dear friend and DIY extraordinaire as well as founder of the DIY group Crafty Bitches, Caitlyn Dahl, here to join us.
Hi Kim, it's so good to see you.
It's so good to see you too. Thanks so much for coming in today.
Absolutely. What a lovely place you got here.
Oh, well thank you. Well Caitlyn, why don't you tell our viewers a little bit about yourself?
Well Kim, I grew up in Colorado, small family, and we moved here when I was about 7, so I'm more of a Minnesotan than a Coloradian. But I've been interested in crafts my entire life. I was just married recently in May. Didn't finish college.
Totally fine.
But I'm kind of a workaholic. I work in the nursing department at a nursing home and as well as in a group home for people with disabilities. So
awesome. Such a helping hand. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about how your DIY group, Crafty Bitches, came to be?
Well, Kim, I was raised doing a lot of crafts,
Right.
a lot of hands-on activities, and I kind of lost sight of that when I was involved in school and work, so I didn't get to do a lot of do-it-yourself crafts, but I've always been kind of a creative person, I'd like to think. So then just recently I was planning my wedding, and so I most of my wedding was do-it-yourself crafts, and so I realized how much I missed doing stuff like that, and then decided I wanted to keep going even afterwards, and so I look at a lot of websites and magazines and stuff like that and kind of feed off of other people's ideas, so
Sure.
and then work on them at home, but then I decided to do a little group so I could do the thing I love with people I love. So
Definitely. That's such a nice thought and such a nice thing to be able to do. How often do you all meet then?
we meet mostly once a week. I know everybody has crazy schedules, so we don't necessarily have like a set time or a set day. We're trying to work on making it a little more consistent, but we kind of all collaborate and decide what day works for us, and then we get together and we all have different crafts that we work on each week, and so yeah, mostly weekly.
Awesome. And what kind of crafts do you do? Like, what are some of the favorite crafts that you have done either as a group or on your own?
Okay, wow, we do a variety of crafts. I like to use Pinterest to look at ideas, and I just kind of feed off of that. I've done anything from painting to crocheting to even cooking I would consider a craft, and we have one lady who just cooks when she comes, and she cooks, and then everyone else who's there gets to eat what she made.
Perfect.
So, but I've been doing a lot of scarves for fall, and a lot of fall decor, taking little wine glasses and filling them with, seeds and then candles, and I don't know, I get a lot of stuff at Hobby Lobby on sale, then make it into something else, so.
Definitely. Well, let's just take a second to take a look at some of your neat little DIY projects that you've done recently.
All right.
Little girl, watching over daddy's farm from your spot in the old oak tree. Little girl, in your spot that overlooks all the flowing grains of grass and harmonies. But where has Papa gone? Where has Papa gone? To the coast. TV dinners, magazines, he's gonna make it on the scene. A new Mercedes with the finance lease.
All right. Well, those were just lovely. Those are
Thank
Those
you.
are
Very
such
easy,
beautiful.
very cheap. Anyone can do it. I don't consider myself a very artistic person or a very skilled crafter, but I do have fun with it. So
Well, that's all that counts, right?
yeah.
And, this might be a secret, so I don't know if you can share this with me or our viewers, but is there a secret initiation involved with this group? Or do I have to, go through some type of hazing? Or
Oh man, no, not at all. The only thing you have to do to be in our group is enjoy being around other people and enjoy working on a little craft. We definitely don't just sit around and watch TV. We are a little more active, but so there's no there's no hazing.
no hazing
involved.
involved? Shoot.
Shoot.
So I was hoping it was like a sorority of some type.
No, not at all, not at all.
Well, neat. And, if there was one, useful tip that you could give to our viewers about finding DIY projects, whether on Pinterest or in Hobby Lobby, what kind of advice would you give for getting those projects done?
Getting them done. I would say first of all, you want to find, at least starting off, crafts that are easier, things that you can get done in one craft session, or something that's not going to drag on for
Sure.
a long time, because then it's easier to sit down and know what you're doing and then to finish the project. And that's really the joy in crafting, is the final product. And so if you're beginning and you find a craft that just takes you half an hour, and then you can see the final product, it really inspires you to work on more challenging things. So I would say find an easier craft or a faster craft to start off with. And also find crafts that you really like. Don't paint if you don't like painting,
Sure.
and find ideas that you would want to display in your home, and not stuff that you would just put back in a closet.
Definitely. Definitely. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Caitlyn, thank you so much for coming in. It was so good to see you.
Absolutely. Good to see you,
Good
too.
to see you. And remember, nothing is impossible.